Okay. So there are four main clairs, your psychic senses. There are more than that, but those are the four main ones we speak of. Clairaudience is clear hearing. Okay, so just to briefly, sometimes I'm going to share the others briefly so that sometimes I can feel things by their opposite. And if you're like that, it's helpful. Claircognizance, clear seeing, anything internally or externally visual. Clairsentience, clear feeling, emotions, body-based feeling, gut. Claircognizant, clear knowing. I know that I know that I know that I know. I don't know how that I know. It also comes through our thinking. We'll have a thought, cognition, okay? Knowing, brain. Different than the brain, though, different than the mind. Clairaudience, clear hearing. These are people who say, pretty sure has this, but these are people who say, I love the sound of that person's voice. They have a nice voice. You love music. You hear lyrics in your head that are exactly what you need to hear about the day. You hear sounds, words, or safe, loving, disembodied voices, perhaps a spirit guide, your higher self. Some people, when they speak to animals like Dr. Doolittle, little more extreme, will hear a word. Can sound like a whisper. Okay. How do I know it's clairaudience? Well, it's not coming through knowing. It's not coming through feeling. It's not coming through seeing. Okay. So I am hearing divine wisdom. Okay. Internally or externally. There are other ones such as smelling, tasting, sensing. These are other ways we can receive divine, higher, psychic, intuitive wisdom. And they are all safe. But because of our past, because of epigenetics, if we had people in our life that were told, way long ago that it wasn't okay to hear spirit, wisdom, whatever, we get locked up in a loony bin, or we don't belong anymore. And so let's rewrite that script. Yes, clearly there's mental illness. I'm not making light of that, but I also believe that a lot of us are very intuitive and are just very misunderstood. Okay, so let's disentangle that. So what we're going to do today as we start to breathe now, we're going to go into the meditation. School is dismissed. We're going to settle in and relax and just do a big healing around this channel. Our intention for this meditation is to clear and release gently and easily anything in the way of us and our clairaudience, and to leave with a healthy, clairaudient channel, open, safe, full, receptive, that there's space for it. Well, we're already opening up to a healing before we move in. So you're going to repeat out loud after me. Could I open to the possibility that while space for my clairaudience is helpful, I don't necessarily need it to hear it, that I could be full-lifed, I use that word instead of busy, that I could be full-lifed and here at the same time. Could I open to that possibility? There you go. So it's like, of course, right? Of course we want to take space for that and here, but could we open that one day when we just know that channel so loud and clear, we can be moving through our life and hear it. So both, there you go. Good. Okay. So settling in a way that feels good to you, a couple deep breaths. Just beginning to soften the body. And a way we can soften the body is just to do a little, shoulders up to the ears, squeeze the hands, squeeze the thighs, squeeze the toes, and release. There you go. Just a little squeeze and let go. And just start to breathe. Start to bring all of your energy into this moment, into this now, as best as you can, letting everything be as it is. And we're going to intentionally turn the volume down on the noise, on the thinking brain in our head just for a moment. You can imagine a little knob. We're just turning the brain down. We're like, thanks, brain. You helped me all day. But just for right now, while I'm tuning into these clairs, psychic senses, intuitive senses, I'm going to turn the volume down. And as always, if for some reason my voice is too low, you let me know and I will adjust for you. Good. So just really deepening that breath, breathing outside the body, long, slow exhales. It's okay to feel how you feel. It's okay to not be fully relaxed. None of that will mess this up. And so you can repeat out loud after me or in your mind, or just say yes as we set our intention together using a same one as me or different. I intend to make peace with my clairaudience. You can say it in whatever intention sounds good to you. I want to be friends with, open to, hear, connect with my clairaudience. I want to heal my clairaudience. Good. And so we're just going to I'm going to connect to source and our higher selves and just ask that the healing be done through me, that use the words that this group and anyone watching the recording and listening is needing to heal this capacity within us. Good. And so first, we're going to let this golden light, this holy golden cleansing highlight come in. I'm seeing this image of sunflowers for some reason. So those sunflower imaged light just moving in through the top of our heads, cleansing and clearing. And then just with a quick, easy intention, I am grounded down into the earth, and I'm creating a grounding cord from the base of my spine all the way into the earth. And I am releasing anything from this meditation that no longer serves me. Good. And so we bring our attention to our third eye, which is an energy center right in the center of our forehead, a little lower between the eyebrows and just a little above the eyebrows in the center of the forehead, this purple light. And we're first going to begin in my psychic training. We used roses, but you can use any image. It's kind of like a vacuum rose. It's a neutral image. But we're going to imagine, you can either take your hand or do this in your mind's eye, either is fine. But we're going to imagine that this rose is like a suction cup. And we're going to take it from the third eye right there in the center of the forehead. And again, you can imagine it moving, or you can take your hand. And we're going to move it. We're going to start on one side of the face. Either is fine. I'm just going to start with the right side. We're going to let this suction cup clear our psychic channels. Okay, so we're going over the right eyebrow, turning on that dustbuster rose. Okay, and then we're moving behind the ear. We're moving to the back of the head, down the throat. Okay, and then I want you just to take that rose that just sucked out the gunk of that channel. And we're going to this is all going to sound a little weird if this is new to you, but we're going to imagine throwing that up, out, past our roof, and just imagine this rose exploding. So what we're doing is we're kind of like a firework. We're neutralizing the energy. We're ridding ourselves of whatever we just cleared out. We're neutralizing it back to light. Good stuff. So then we have this beautiful, fresh, clean rose in the front of third eye again. Then we're going to move down the left side of our face this time, down that other side of the psychic channel. So we're coming over the eyebrow and we're just intending, we're playing, we're kids, and we're just sucking out any psychic gunk. And then we're moving over the back of our ear. This is the clairaudient part. And then we're coming down the back of the neck. There you go. And then we're throwing that up through the roof. And then we're letting it explode. We're neutralizing the energy. And you're just visualizing it. You're imagining it. There you go. And then now we're going to take 2 roses, clean and clear at the same time in our imagination. And we're going to let them spin in our ears. Okay. This is an energetic clairaudience cleansing. And we're going to, so counterclockwise, it's okay if this is imperfect. Okay. So we're going to let these roses spin counterclockwise. So I see these little beautiful clear or whitish roses spinning counterclockwise in both ear. And we're just programming them, clear my clairaudient channels through all time and space, just letting it release any stagnant energy. We don't even need to know what it is or where it's from, who it's from. There you go. Just spending a minute here, just let them spin. And then whenever we're done, they're going to move out from our ears. You guessed it, up beyond the roof. I just kind of send them up through the roof as if the roof was clear, and we're going to just move it up, and then we're just going to let them explode. I know that can sound very weird, but we're just neutralizing energy. We're letting it go back to light. There you go. And just so you know, we're only going to do that once now because there's more to do here. But if that, for me, that just felt lighter. If you ever feel like your psychic channels are blocked or you need cleansing or your clairaudience isn't that clear, just take a rose and go from the center of the head down the eyebrows, into the ears, behind the ears, down the neck, and then clean those out of your space. There you go. So now we're going to call in fresh light. We're going to call in source's light. So just imagine, and sometimes I like to put my chin up for this one, like you're under a waterfall, and just let that channel, those clairaudient and psychic channels, just be cleansed with that waterfall of golden light. So from the center of the forehead, over the eyebrows, over the ears, behind the ears, down the neck, from the center of the forehead, over the eyebrows, in the ears. This is just a cleansing, sacred, pure, benevolent light. Encoding this space with your present moment desire. And as this light just rinses, that's all it's doing. And then we've got that grounding cord down into the earth. So all we need to do is just say anything that's releasing from my space, just sending down that grounding cord to be recycled for my and everyone's highest good. And remember, I can just speak for the group and you can just say, yes, I know I channel fast. So we're letting that light cleanse and clear. And you're going to either in your mind or out loud, repeat out loud after me. I release any energy in my psychic channel, specifically clairaudient, that is no longer serving my highest good. Source, clear and transmute through all time, space, and dimension any blocks, beliefs, fears, energy in this space that is keeping me from my divine birthright of hearing divinity with ease through this channel. There you go. So just setting that intention. Breathing and relaxing the body. You're doing so good. Gentle, easy release. There we go. Now we're going to do some compassion healing, okay? So we're speaking to our inner child. And, we can also be speaking, depending on your belief system, to any time in any of your lives that you've lived this before. So this life or previous, we're speaking to. And use your belief system if you want to stay in this life. I'm just trying to include lots of belief systems here. Good. So just breathing, we're going to say to that part of us that experienced any pain around our clairaudience, I am so sorry they taught you it wasn't okay to hear. I am so sorry for the unthinkable pain that you have experienced through this channel. I'm so sorry you were criticized and ostracized and rejected. and hurt and judged, misunderstood, unseen, cast out, hurt. I'm so sorry no one taught you this was safe and normal. I'm so sorry part of you will never open this up again. There you go. So just breathe. And I'm going to give you a quiet, just a few seconds here to fill in the blank of whatever is intuitively coming to you around your clairaudience, just like we did, right? I'm so sorry that you're scared to open. I'm so sorry you're afraid that you might look weird if you hear things. I'm so sorry you're whatever the fear, whatever the thought is. And we're saying, I'm so sorry you, because we're talking to the part of us that experienced that pain and offering it compassion. So I'm going to give you a chance to do 3 or 4 of these that just intuitively come to you on your own. I'm so sorry that you. Now we're going to bring in the medicine of self-love. And so you're just going to repeat either out loud or in your head or say yes after me. Clairaudience, I love you. Clairaudience, I think you are so cool and epic and neat. I'm so sorry they couldn't see one of the coolest parts of you. I'm so sorry I had to shut you down to stay safe and loved and belong. I'm so sorry you're a little bit afraid of me. I'm so sorry this is so unknown you fear the unknown. Of course, you feel the way you feel. Anyone in your shoes would have done what you did and felt the way you felt. I'm not mad at you. You didn't do any of this on purpose. It was passed down and we couldn't see it. It's year of innocence. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm here now. Take as long as you need. There's no rush. Could we open to the possibility that you can stay in all the patterns that were created innocently around our clairaudience for as long as you need, and at the same time open to the normalcy and safety around this open channel? And that when you're ready, if you're ready, you can come over here. And we're going to ask our inner child or past lives or both one simple question, and the answer doesn't need to make any sense. We're going to say, what do you need for me, for us, to feel safe opening this channel? And we're just going to listen to what they share. What do you need for us, for me to feel safe being clairaudient? And whatever image or word or sentence or nudge you received, can you honor that in whatever way you can honor it? And so we let them take their time. It's almost like a little kid looking at us, trying a new way, saying, I'm just going to test this out, bud. And, you can join me over here if you want. No pressure. What you were doing makes sense. We had it handed to us. So as best as we can, we hold and emanate out that love and that compassion as best as we can, that understanding and acceptance to this part of us. And then we become a student of this moment, entering clairaudience school. So just breathe and soften. And we're going to say, I release any of that energy in that clairaudience space I no longer need from this new set point. I let it leave my body gently and easily. And this is what I choose now. I hear on all levels. And as I was speaking about before, the healing I'm hearing see, there we go. The healing I'm hearing for this group is boundaries. So this is great, you guys. Here's how we feel safe. I choose to only hear love. I choose to only hear and work with light. I choose only high frequency whispers through source. I am not available for anything else. I am worthy and deserving of that which I want to hear and don't want to hear. There you go. So whatever is needed, just like that boundary activation, to come into my reality so that I can keep an open clairaudient channel, may I know it gradually, gently, easily. I am safe with this channel open. Could I open to the possibility, we're going to go slower here, that I can keep this channel open and be safe enough, cool, normal, loved, accepted, resourced, provided for, belong, happy, and any other words you want to put in there. At the same time. Okay, so we're going to go one little layer deeper here at the end. We're going to ask you, and just trust the intuitive hit you get at first, right? We're going to say, what's the risk? What's the risk of keeping this channel open? We've kind of explored this a little already, but if I leave this class and my clairaudience is open, what am I afraid? What's the biggest fear? Like, people think I'm weird. I don't want anything scary to enter. What is it for you? I'm not going to be able to get it to stop. What's the risk? And then what's the positive opposite of that? Right? So if I can't get it to stop, it would be I can get it to stop. People think I'm weird. People think I'm cool. What's the positive opposite? Positive opposite of your fear, of your risk. And when you have it, you're going to fill in the blank. We're going to say, could I open to the possibility I can have a open clairaudient channel and B, fill in the blank with your positive opposite, or and feel at the same time. You can say that through in one sentence if you'd like for yourself right now. Good. And as you guys know, like a lot of times in our life, two things haven't existed at once. And so all we're doing is playing with the quantum field and opening our mind to say, I know I've never experienced this before, but what if there is a reality where the two things can coexist? And I'm acknowledging that there is a quantum possibility for that. And I'd like to receive that. I'd like to know that in my clairaudience, and mine is innocent at the same time because I might turn away some voices I don't want to hear aloud at the same time. There you go. There you go. And so we're just calling this light to flood into those psychic channels, into those ears, moving, cleansing down the body like a waterfall of light, just letting go of anything out of that grounding cord we no longer need. Just a whole general clearing prayer here. We're going to call in Source's light. Again, if there's anything else that needs illumination around our clairaudience, clear it, transmute it through all time, space, and dimension. Source, known or unknown. Restore me to the truth of my divine ears. Remind me that they are safe and loving and normal and boundaried and good and innocent and lovable, and keep me from nothing good. I choose this health in my divine ear now. And if there are any small action steps after this, just let me know what they are. As I slowly practice bringing this into my physical nervous system, when I hear something very light, oh my gosh, I'm okay. I was safe. No big deal. Still have friends. Great story to tell at a party. Whatever it is. So breathe in, soften. Last question we're going to ask, just to bring in some intimacy. And maybe you get an answer now, maybe you don't. Don't worry if you don't. We're just going to say, how does my clairaudience? What does that channel sound like, feel like? How do I know I'm in it? And so, for example, for anybody that's listening to this that wasn't in this last class, we helped identify it by, what does sadness feel like in my body? Okay, that's heavy or tight, or like a droopy feeling maybe in my chest. So maybe our higher self shows us because we're not familiar with it yet, or maybe we are familiar and we're like, how do I know that I'm hearing divinely from within? And let's just see what comes into our mind when we get a little intimate taste, kiss with, touch with that channel in us. How do I know I'm experiencing it? And it's okay if this is fuzzy and sloppy and weird, and it's what it's like when we learn a new language. We're not sure. That's very normal. I still experience that. And then we just do it and we practice it over and over and over again, and then it becomes undeniable. So we're looking at it, we're identifying it. Oh, I see you. And could I open to the possibility that there is a benevolent, clairaudient channel within me whose voice is kind and good and sweet and always has my back? And that maybe there were other voices passed down to me that were not that, but that my clairaudience isn't that. And so I release the crossed wires around this. I untangle and I allow that space. I allow that space for my attunement to a sweet, a gentle, a quiet voice. That's it. And the more I wink at it from across the room, the more it knows, hey, I'm here. We're reinstalling a new relationship. I know it's been rough in the past, but we're practicing. And so you take all the time you need in those past patterns. I get it. And I'm over here practicing. And by practicing, it's almost just kind of no hard work, just listening. Listening to music, voices, sounds, words, whispers. And this might intermingle with your other clairs, right? It might come in with a knowing. It might come in with a feeling. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can mix and mingle and it can be just for you, right? Sometimes we're afraid to make it this big thing. We don't have to go from A to Z. We go from A to A.5. A.5 between A and B. That's all we're doing today. And we keep it with us and we practice and we don't tell anybody. And then when we feel ready, we could. There you go. Oh, here's this last part. Got one more thing's coming in, guys. So I choose that my clairaudience is connected to the highest source of love and light available. And that once more, I only receive messages from that place. Everything else, by the grace of God, be gone forever and ever. I am not open and available for that. I am worthy and deserving of love. Releasing anything that is not that now, grounding it down to the earth. Gentle, easy integration, no symptoms, no side effects. Call my energy back to me. Release that which isn't mine to carry with love and consciousness. And so it is. And as you're ready, there's no rush, but you can slowly start to deepen the breath or wiggle the body, stretch, look around the room. And this might be a nice moment to do a little nervous system tool where and this can kind of feel funny because sometimes I can hear it out of one ear more than the other, but see what you can hear out of your right ear. See what sound you hear out of your right ear. Just notice. And then we're noticing what sound we hear out of our left ear. Can be hard to change once we've been listening from one. It's like, wait, I can't do it. It's normal. That one was very deep. So you may want to stay in your quiet space.